How do you make other people feel? Is this something that you prioritize? Is this something that you focus on? I just got back from a yoga class, and as soon as I walked into the yoga studio, one of the instructors and the owner was like, "Oh, Lorna, you've been talked about today. People have been asking like where you've been." And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." I'm like, "Oh, like that makes me feel really good." And I was like, "Oh, like who asked like where I've been?" And I found out who asked where I've been. And it doesn't even matter who asked, but I just felt really special in that moment. But I intentionally go out of my way to make people feel seen, to make people feel really good. And so it's no coincidence to me that if somebody hasn't seen me in a while, they're going to ask about me because they like being around me. When you make other people feel good, you live the most incredible life. I guarantee you that if you're having a bad body image day, you are just not having the best day, and you go and compliment somebody, you go and you make somebody feel really good, I guarantee that that is going to shift your mood. I guarantee that you're going to instantly feel better just by making somebody else feel good. Whenever I give a compliment to somebody, their whole face lights up like a freaking Christmas tree. I love seeing that person smile, feel good. If I'm in a yoga class and somebody's doing a headstand beside me, after class, I'm like, "Damn, like you're a freaking badass. Look at you go. You're so strong." And automatically their eyes go so like wide and they have the biggest smile on their face. Like, "Wow, you noticed?" Yes. I go out of my way to make people feel good. Not only because I know it's going to make them feel good, but I feel so good. And I don't just say things like in an airy-fairy way of like, I don't say things I don't mean. When there is actually somebody that I want to give a compliment to, I will say it without hesitation. I want to make people feel good. I want to make people feel seen. You know, a huge reason why clients come to work with me is because they tell me, "Lorna, you make me feel so seen. Like I feel so special in your badass community. Like you make me feel so seen. I feel like I actually belong here." And that's intentional. I want to make people feel good. But as a result, I feel so good every freaking day. I don't hold myself back. If there's something that I want to say to somebody, I say it. I try to make people's day. I want to make people's day. I want to see somebody light up. I want to see people happy. So how do you make other people feel? Do you intentionally go out of your way to try to make other people feel good? When I was struggling with my body image and I didn't feel good in my own skin, I would go compliment somebody, not their body. I would just go give somebody a compliment. I would just say to somebody like, you know, whatever it is, like, you know, whether it's kind of a more basic comment of like, "I really like your nails," and then like it sparks a conversation. Or it's like, I'll go text a friend that I haven't really talked to in a while and be like, "Hey, I've just been thinking about you." And it's actually genuine. And I just feel better. Because I know on the receiving end, if somebody messages me, like a friend that I haven't talked to in a while, and they message me all of a sudden, I'm like, I feel so important right now. I feel so special right now. And knowing that I can do that for somebody makes me feel really happy. And then that fills up my own cup. And it makes me feel so much more joy and happy and fulfilled. So how do you make other people feel? It's no coincidence that when I walked into the yoga studio, they're like, "Yeah, people were asking where you've been," because I make an impact in people's life. It's very intentional. And you can do this as well too. Whether it's a close friend, whether it's somebody that you don't even know, it's like you can make people feel special. You can make people feel important. You can give somebody a compliment. You can let somebody know they're doing a great job. A comment like that goes such a long way. You know, sometimes I'll message my friends and I'm just like, I'm actually really grateful for you. And I genuinely mean it. I don't hold myself back. If I'm thinking something, I'm like, I'm going to message this person this. A huge reason that I live this joyful life is because I am so intentional about how I live it. I don't just go through the motions. You see, anybody can walk into a yoga studio, go take a yoga class, and get the heck out. And today, actually, I had to run out of class because I have a call with my academy clients in the next 30 minutes. So I did need to boot out of there. But when I am there, it's like I try to just not be in my little bubble. It's like I try to have conversations. I try to connect with people. Hey, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. Like, making people feel special is such a gift. And you can start doing this right now. And just watch how you become happier. Watch how your life changes by making other people feel good. And this is not about, I'm going to make everyone else feel good and I'm not going to take care of my needs. That's not what that's about. It's, I'm still going to take care of my needs. I'm still going to make sure I feel really good and I'm going to compliment myself, but I'm also going to compliment other people. I'm also going to make other people feel good. This has been life-changing for me. It really, really, really has. And there's no greater feeling than people asking, where have you been? Where's Lorna? We miss Lorna. Why? Because how I show up, how I make people feel. I do want to be known as that bubbly person that walks in. I do want people to remember me. I do want to stand out. So focus on how you make people feel. Walk into the office this week, give somebody a compliment. Tell somebody they've been doing a really good job if you genuinely need it. Go message a friend that you haven't seen in a while, or the next time you have a thought in your head. You know, sometimes you get a thought in your head if you're like, I should message this person. And then you like get busy, or you're like, man, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Do it. Do it. Do it for you. Do it for them. Do it. There's been so many times, I guarantee you probably have a thought in your mind of like, I've been really thinking about this person. Like, I really should send them a message. Or I've been wanting to get together with this person, but man, they're probably too busy. I'm not going to message them. Message them. Message them. Who cares if they're busy and they say no? Do it for you. Do it for them. Do it because it's on your heart. Don't hold yourself back. So that is the episode for today in this November podcast challenge of having it all. Share this podcast. Leave a rating. Leave a review. Share this with your friends. Share this with somebody that you've been thinking about. Literally go right now and send this podcast episode to a friend that you've been thinking about and be like, you know what? I am so grateful for you. I care about you a lot. Like, send this podcast episode to them. Make their day. Make their day. Make other people feel good. And you're going to feel incredible. So, stay connected, plugged into this podcast every single day for the month of November and beyond. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in the next episode.